want to just introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Alicia, and I'm a senior at Houghton. I am a voice major with a concentration in linguistics and minors in Spanish, French, and intercultural studies. I really love Muslims, and I want to be part of Muslim women's coming to know Christ.
أهلاً.
I was born blind, legally blind. My condition is genetic. My parents aren't blind. They're both carriers of this rare recessive gene. I guess I always knew that I was different from people, but it was never weird to me. There was never a moment where I was like, oh no, they can see things that I can't see. It's just so not weird to me. I don't even think about it, and then when people get awkward, then I'm like, what's their problem? Oh yeah, I'm blind. I guess that's weird. Yeah, Brownie is my seeing eye dog. I've had her almost 3 years. She's a female golden retriever. So when I got Brownie, my family was opposed to it for various reasons, but my grandmother was like, you're blind, how are you gonna pick up her poop? And I was like, wait, she's a guide dog. Obviously there's something blind people-ish about guide dogs. It's not challenging in an I'm blind way in terms of feeding her and pooping her. The hardest thing for me about having her is the attention that I get because of it. People wanting to pet her. I go into a store and everyone's staring and everyone's wanting to pet her. It takes away a lot of normalcy. People think it's a joke. And then occasionally people will just pet her without saying anything at all. I think that it's gotten better since I got a sign for her harness. I don't really understand it, honestly. I can see the sign on her harness.
The doctors said that there might be a procedure. Could you explain that?
They've developed a sort of gene therapy where they inject an adeno-associated virus into your eye, and that's just like a normal cold virus. This virus would go around infecting the cells in my retina and taking over my retinas with the good DNA. I don't think that more vision would really change my life. It might make certain things more convenient, typing my PIN in at grocery stores, and it'd be cool to be able to have a paper Bible that I could hold and take notes in. It wouldn't affect my friend groups at this point. It wouldn't affect my personality. It wouldn't affect my walk with Jesus, except I'd be like, thanks, God. I remember at the end of my sophomore year, I got to sing at the Capitol building. A lot of, famous people there, I guess you could say, like Alec Baldwin and people like that. And I realized because of music, I got to declare the name of Jesus in front of these people in a U.S. government building because of singing. And there was no other way that I would have been able to do that and get away with it. You know what I mean? But because it was music, they listened.
You mentioned a couple instances where people meant well, but maybe said something that was insensitive.
I was cutting chicken one time and someone made a comment about how a blind person with a knife wasn't a good idea. What do being blind and cutting inherently have to do with each other? One time I went to Aces with my friend and the waitress comes over to us and she gives my friend a menu and then she goes, will she be using a menu? Because I know that some of them can see just enough to read. And I was like, what? First of all, I'm right here, so you could totally talk to me and that'd be fine. But second of all, some of who, you know what I mean? I was like, whoa. And that's sort of the attitude that I see occasionally, just where it's I don't know what's going on and I'm one of them, whoever they are, the invalids or something, I'm not really sure.
Are there any positives to being blind? I mean, that's assuming that it's ultimately negative, and I'm not trying to assume that.
I can get passes to get to the front of the lines at amusement parks.